1-800-LAW-1010. That's 1-800-LAW-1010.com. On the phone, our buddy Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti. Hey, Paul.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Paul, right off the bat, I just feel like, you're the lawyer here, but I feel like Joyce Mitchell, the woman who's been charged with, getting the tools into the prison, I think she misplayed this right from the get-go. What do you think?
Well, I think she did a lot of talking, and they sort of probably did that purposely, meaning they didn't arrest her. Therefore, she was never read her rights to remain silent, and she never got a lawyer. So to the point where if she had gotten a lawyer or just refused to talk, she could have done that. Instead, they just kind of kept asking her questions day after day, and she kept supplying more information. So, from that perspective, could she have said nothing? Yes. In this case, it sounds like she's, kind of doing a tell-all.
Over a barrel, though, right? I mean,
yeah.
What would a lawyer have told her, just to shut up and then? I mean, all the evidence pointing towards her. I mean, we would have found that out, probably, right?
Yeah, probably so. But you can always kind of give the information, in the course of cutting a deal or working out, some type of plea. I think that's historically done. But I think there was some pressure on the district attorney to arrest her immediately, and he, strategically decided to sit back and just kind of have conversations with her, which I think proved out to be a good plan for getting information anyway. So, now she's charged, now she's got a lawyer, and so now it's going to take its natural course.
Did she miss her window to cut a plea deal?
Well, there's always an opportunity to cut a plea deal, but of course, if someone needs information sort of readily, and you kind of hold the cards, you're in a stronger position. And I don't know what they would have done. I think you're right. I think they probably did find out a lot from other people, so they sort of knew that she was in on this, but maybe so. Maybe, if she said, hey, I do know where they're going. I do know where we were supposed to go, and I can tell you all this if we can work something out, possibly. But, of course, what happens when the police talk to you initially anyway, she probably played it that she didn't know what they were talking about. She was trying to sort of talk her way through it or out of it.
Here's my defense. My defense would be, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this Shaw skank lady here has been hornswoggled, and then I would come up with a bunch of different hornswoggled cases.
May be her defense.
And that's pretty much, is that all she's got?
Yeah. Sure. I think she kind of, really just, I think suffered for some really bad judgment. I think she felt that she had fallen in love, and she somehow was envisioning some life with one or both of these guys when they probably were envisioning a lot worse fate for her.
Right.
Had this happened. So, sure, I think the jury be somewhat sympathetic, but oddly enough, and I think we're all kind of surprised by this, the charges for helping someone escape from prison are not that serious. I mean, it's a Class D felony.
What does that mean?
It's like 8 years, I thought.
No, you look at this, and it's really 1 1/3 to 4, with no priors. I mean, I think she'll obviously do some prison time, but we're not talking about, 5 or 10 or 12 years in prison. Promoting prison contraband, which is bringing the stuff in, and then criminal facilitation.
What if they kill somebody? What if they kill somebody?
Could she be an accomplice if during this manhunt they end up killing
someone?
someone?
There's a lot of talk about that, but I just don't see it. Meaning, during the course of the escape, yes. So now, here they come out, guns ablazing.
Right.
They're busting out, and she's there with a getaway car. As is the case if you're the car guy, right? In a bank robbery,
right.
You're kind of held as accountable to people who are in there. But now that she didn't do that, and now that time has passed, if they go out and commit a crime, everyone's saying, well, could she be an accomplice to this?
Yeah.
And I think the argument is super tenuous. Right now, the wisdom is no. So this may be all she's charged with, and it's just a surprise. I kind of was digging through, there must be something far more serious for helping someone. Because let's face it, these guys, when they're caught, and I assume they will be caught, not much is going to happen to them, right? I mean, they're already in prison for life, so they just go back in prison, maybe lose some privileges, maybe some things inside. But so for her, everybody's kind of thinking, well, this must be where the big sentence is going to come down. And based on this, she's certainly not going to spend much time in prison.
And she's not going to spend time in prison at the Clinton Correctional Facility, is she?
Yeah.
Well, she's actually down here in Rensselaer as we speak.
Right.
You know, she's down at the county. But no, I don't think that'll be her the prison of choice.
Okay,
And,
yeah, good.
yeah.
And can I, on a completely, not really completely a side note, but if I wanted to sue Governor Cuomo for going up there and hindering the search for these guys for 2 days,
Get in line.
for getting in there and doing his video piece inside the prison as he walked through, and I mean, there's got to be some recourse there, right?
Yeah, having a conversation. I've had a conversation with some of the folks involved, and without naming names up there, I know some of the officials and things, and they were super frustrated by that, and they really felt that really did not help things. So I don't see a lawsuit against anyone as a result of that, but I think it was political.
Yeah.
That was the crucial time to be searching for these guys, and the governor.
Everybody's focusing on him.
Right. So, and this is good stuff, Paul. Appreciate all the time this morning.
Thanks, pal.
Paul
Good
Harding.
stuff. Thanks, guys.
Martin
Bye-bye.
Harding and Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
It's PYX 106.
Quinn and Cantara, mornings on PYX 106.